A selection of the teachings of Ankhsheshonq. Column 6, verse 6. Honor your father and mother, and you will prosper. Column 7, verses 4 through 5. Do not instruct fools who hate you. Do not instruct those who do not learn from you. Column 7, verse 18. Slaves who are not beaten become disobedient. Column 7, verses 23 to 24. Speak without thinking causes suffering. Do not say everything you think. Column 8, verses 4 through 5. Do not begin tasks without counting the cost. Only well thought out plans lead to success. Column 8, verses 7 through 8. Enjoy your body when you are young. Death comes to all. Column 8, verse 12. Do not marry a woman whose husband is alive, unless you want to make an enemy. Column 8, verse 17 to column 9, verse 4. Blessed is a city with a just ruler. Blessed is a sanctuary with a wise priest. Blessed is a field which is fertile. Blessed is a silo which is full. Blessed is a treasury which is well managed. Blessed is a household managed by a wise woman. Blessed is a man who thinks before he speaks. Lacuna. Blessed is an army with a courageous commander. Blessed is a village with impartial elders. Blessed is a craftsman with good tools. Column 9, verses 5 through 9. Do not ignore a legal claim. Do not ignore a possible cure. Do not ignore the pharaoh's command. Do not ignore the needs of livestock. Those who ignore important matters will pay with their lives. Column 9, verses 12 through 13. Do not live in the same house with your in-laws. Do not live in the same neighborhood with your master. Column 9, verses 16 through 17. Do not put off your work because it is summer. Winter is coming. Those who do not gather wood in summer shiver in the cold of winter. Column 9, verses 24 to 25. Do not spend necessities to store a surplus. Spread only what you really need. Column 10, verse 6. Only a fool tells a teacher, "Don't treat me like a fool." Column 11, verses 8 through 10. Do not kill a snake and then leave its tail. Do not hurl a spear you cannot aim. Those who spit in the wind get wet. Column 11, verses 11 through 14. Honor is based on one's household. Honor is based on one's health. Honor is based on an honest face. Honor is based on what is done with one's hands. Column 11, verse 19. Do not shame your son in front of his mother, unless you want to shame his father. Column 12, verse 6. Do not do evil to someone, unless you want others to do evil to you. Column 12, verses 21 to 22. Start only what you can finish. Do not pick fights you cannot win. Column 13, verse 2. The wise seek friends, fools seek enemies. Column 13, verse 12. When you find your wife with a lover, it's time to look for a new bride. Column 14, verse 9. Even a good deed acknowledged only by one is still a good deed that lives forever. Column 14, verse 14. Once bitten by a snake, forever frightened by a rope. Column 15, verse 6. Deeds are good only when done for the truly needy. Column 15, verses 9 through 12. Borrow money to expand a farm. Borrow money to marry a wife. Borrow money to celebrate your birthday. Do not borrow money to live an easy life. Column 18, verse 11. The children of fools wander in the streets. The children of the wise are at their parents' sides. Column 18, verses 19 through 20. Blessed are those who warm their houses to the rafters. Cursed are those who build houses only to mortgage them. Column 19, verse 10. Throw deeds into the river and they will live forever. Keep track of deeds and they die. Column 19, verse 11 through 12. When two brothers quarrel, do not come between them. Anyone who comes between two brothers when they quarrel become their enemy when they make peace. Column 20, verse 4. Begin by planting a sycamore. and by planting any tree. Column 20, verse 13. Snakes that are fed do not strike. Column 20, verses 22 to 25. Waste is a vagrant house. Waste is an unmarried woman. Waste is an ass that carries only bricks. Waste is a boat that carries only straw. Column 21, verse 14. Husbands who are ashamed of their wives will have no children. Column 22, verse 3. Do not start fires you cannot extinguish. Column 22, verse 19. Give 1 loaf to your laborer. Receive 2 loaves from the work of his shoulders. Column 23, verses 6 through 7. A man who makes love to a married woman will be executed on her threshold. Column 23, verse 8. Better to dwell in your own house than in someone else's mansion. Column 24, verse 12. Yesterday's drunkenness does not shake tomorrow's thirst. Column 26, verses 5 through 8. Those who save lives go to prison. Those who take lives go free. Those who save go hungry. Inscrutable divine hands direct the fate of all. Column 26, verse 14. Divine plans are one thing, human desires are another.